Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining this small online workshop. Today, I'm very excited to show you everything you want to know to start making your own projects. And this, as usual, is going to be like a one-shot event live right now in YouTube, in LinkedIn, and in Facebook. So we're going to make you feel like our one-on-one projects, one-on-one mentoring, while where we are teaching with this three camera system, and you will feel like we're pretty close to each other, like you're just besides me doing the project together. This will be recorded, and so then you can press play and pause and go back. So don't worry, all the information will be there. Right now, just sit down and enjoy the ride. Okay, first of all, I want to introduce Toki Labs, who we are, what we do. So Toki Labs is a education and technology startup, and we build hardware, software, and services to enable people to make their own projects a reality, right? If you want to know more about us, you can just jump in tokilabs.com. Down, if you're in any of the social media, you will see down here below some extra information on some links. But I want to just start by showing you some already good stuff, which is you can see here. I'm sharing the website of Toki Labs. Here you will see. Yes, I'm in the right place. Here you will see in the website the three main parts of it is the project canvas, the academy, and the community. So make sure to link to go to these three sections if you want to start doing projects, or you want to get to these free courses and tutorials, and go to the community to ask and share your projects and get help for your project. That's very interesting. Okay, so today we are here to make projects of augmented reality, to learn how to do it. And the first question maybe is, what is IoT, right? Let me maybe the best way is to show you a video, and I think that's going to be the clearest way to do so. So here we go. Well, you get the idea. This video is brought from the Brigham Young University. It's a very cool demonstration of how can we envision IoT being part of our lives in the future. What you can capture from that interesting video is that on one end we have normal elements, normal objects like a fridge, for example, and then we have sensors or a garage. Then we have sensors. that are like pieces of hardware that are there capturing data from the environment. This is an hardware that is connected to internet. And then we have an interface, a human interface that is um, that is interacting with the data. Can be maybe if there are some fumes in the garage, then I can press a button of my phone and then the garage will start ventilation, or something like that, right? So there we have the three kind of elements in the Internet of Things. If you're new to this, if you don't know how to code, if you don't know about electronics, or you don't have a technical background, it might be like too difficult. It might looks like it is too difficult to start. But just stay with me, because no matter your level, at the end of this workshop, we're gonna be able to do independently projects of Internet of Things. Believe it or not. So just stay here and you will see. Okay, so let me draw an example of a project that we can do using the hardware that I'm going to use today. Okay, the hardware I'm using is is a Toki Maker. This is a microcomputer that enables anyone to make very simple projects. Projects very easily. It can be simple and it can be of moderate complexity. One of the main good points of this is that you can connect the hardware very easily with just plug and play like this. This, for example, is a light sensor, so you can plug it very easily. You can connect 5 sensors, all sort of sensors you can use, and then you can use also outputs like motors, lights, sounds, vibration, relays, and so on. So this also has a motor, a power stage, so this can drive also some motors. A part of that, you have some lights, some screens and touch buttons and push buttons to interact. This is it's a very nice hardware, because also it's incorporating a computer vision, augmented reality, and all the things that we use with this. Okay, so we're gonna use this because it has internet and Bluetooth. Now let me swipe out all these, and I'm going to do a little drawing to explain the kind of projects that we can do. All right. So imagine we have a plant. Okay, we have a plant. Okay, and there is a lot, too much sun. So sun it's quite hot. Then what will happen with the plant? Okay, what will happen with the plant? It might just get, the soil might get too dry, and that's not good for the plant's health. So what we are going to do, or what we can do, is to add hardware that detects some information from the environment. In this case, we're going to add here a soil moisture sensor, and this can be connected directly to the Toki Maker. Okay, then Toki Maker is connected to internet, so it will send data through internet. When I mean internet, I mean, like satellites and stuff. All right, and then the satellite, the internet is sending the information to my laptop, for example, that it's connected to internet. And then I can see the water level that it's going down from my laptop. This, it's a very classic example of Internet of Things. Then I can set up an alarm when when there is a low level of light. I can act over my laptop to send back information, okay, and then through internet. And my Maker is going, because it's connected to internet, it's going to detect this signal that is coming here. And if I have here connected, let's say, a water pump, so here I have a glass of water and a water pump, and then here I have a tube. So then I can just water my plant effectively. Then here we have a closed loop. From the laptop, I can just water my plant, and no matter how far I am, I can be 1,000 miles away, no problem, or kilometers away, or in another country. Doesn't matter, because I'm I'm connected through internet. Okay, so this the kind of projects that we can make. Now let's start from the main the first part, which is uh, understanding how to make this work. And we're going to use a website. So the website we're using is create.tokilabs.com. I think you can see it maybe here. Yeah, you can see here at the top, create.tokilabs.com at the top of the website. So we're going to, this USB is just for power. It's connected wirelessly to the computer with Bluetooth very easily. You don't need to install anything. Just go to the website and start coding. Now, what we're going to do is, sorry, here it is. Okay, what we're going to do is first, we're going to show some message in the screen. Then we'll know that it's working. What I'm doing is, in this website we have a lot of blocks. These blocks are puzzle pieces that we can connect together. Also, there is a JavaScript version of it to read the code that we make with blocks, but we don't need it. And what I'm doing here is, like, this block is to put something that repeats completely. And these three blocks that came from the display section is to clear the screen, to prepare some text. I'm going to just to put here hello, and then display it. What I need to do is just to click play. As you can see here, my button, I click play, and then immediately my Maker can you can see in the Maker, you can see already the word hello, right? It's that simple. Let me make another example. I'm going to put hi. Okay, I click play, and then boom, hi. You see? Super simple. And by the way, you have, if you're watching it from any of the social media, you can see down below a link to the Academy. In the Academy, you have very step-by-step process to know how to connect this and to do exactly what I did, and many more projects. Okay, now we're going to connect a rotation sensor. Okay, this is a rotation sensor. It's just we call it potentiometer. It just rotates. Okay, what we can do with this? We can do projects, cool projects like this one, for example. Yeah, we have robots like this Otoki robot. It's a biped robot made from Toki Labs and Auto DIY. And you see, we're using a rotation sensor to make this, to control this cool project. By the way, you can download that project from the Academy. So we're going to do, we're going to use this rotation sensor. Let me connect it first. Done. And what I'm going to do is to set this cursor x1 and y1 is just that this is the y-axis, x-axis. This is 128 pixels, 64 pixels. So 1 is the top left. Okay, now if I put, for example, 32 pixels, then it will just draw the text in the pixel y, in the y-axis, number 32. So instead of a number, I'm going to put input 1. Input 1 is this thing. Okay, I click play, and you will see how I can just move directly what I wrote in the y-axis. Pretty cool, huh? Now what we're going to do is we'll play a little bit with outputs. So I'm going to take this light, a strip of LEDs. We can control hundreds of LEDs, but here I have 8 LEDs. All right, so I'm going to, I don't need this. I'm going to turn on one LED. So an LED is an output. That's why it's in the red side. And if I put like 56% on head LED, on head is this guy. You see? So instead of on head, I'm going to put output 1, and I'm going to make it position number 4, and then I'm going to make it blue. Okay, let me click play, and then boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, you see. Okay, now I will add a little bit of red, like 80% red. Make a combination of colors. In this case, it's going to be a little bit pinky, right? So that's you see, it's very agile. We can make a lot of simple projects and not that simple. We can control motors and other things. And the project can be as complex as, for example, the game, the Brick Breaker game that you saw in the Instagram channel. Okay, cool. We actually did quite a lot of things already. Now, what we're going to do is start already with Internet of Things. We're going to send data to Internet. Okay, what data we're going to send? I want to send light data. Okay, so I just connected in the input 1 a light sensor. Now, how are we going to do the project? Very simple. Follow me. We start the same, just like this. Okay, and here we have an IoT. Also, we have camera and other things. And up here, we have augmented reality. Anyway, we have a lot of things. But in this case, we just need to open IoT section. And then we will start by putting a Wi-Fi name. I have a hotspot from my phone. I suggest you to do that. It's just easier because you can put whatever password you want from your phone and then work it out. The next block we're going to use is it's our ID and our user to send the data to internet. Internet where? To an internet platform where you can see all the data well stored. It's like your account. So we have here in the IoT section, we have the Adafruit connection and integration. So you just need to click here. It goes to io.adafruit.com. And here in io.adafruit.com, you just need to go to My Key. It's free, okay? It's a free account. You just need to go to My Key and select this data, this username and key. Done. That's your own key. I suggest you to do it privately. Okay, I will change after this webinar. I will change my key. So Copy and paste. Done. Now it's connected. Once I click play, now it will be connected to internet. That easy. Okay. Then what I'm going to do now is like, hey, if IoT is well connected, no Wi-Fi, the IoT service, the Adafruit service is well connected, I want to turn on the on-head LED at green 30%. Okay. But I want to turn on the LED at 30%. Now, I will do like every 2 seconds, I'm going to publish data. I'm going to send the data. Okay, what data I want to send? Remember, we have light sensor here, right? So we want to send the data that is connected to the input one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? We have 5 inputs. So the light that is connected to the input one. Okay, so here I just need to put input one. And where? Okay, we have a long course about IoT. In this case, you can, why we have to put some specific numbers. In this case, we are going to put just like workshop dot light. This is basically saying like the group is workshop and the box where we're putting the numbers is called light. And that's it. That's all. I don't need to do anything else. Okay? Believe it or not, the project is that simple. Now, no, I'm going to click play. All right, just to code it. Done. Now you see now my Tokimaker has the green light on, which means it is connected already to the Wi-Fi. Now, what do we have to do? Is we go to the Adafruit platform and we click on feeds. It's where we have the boxes where we store the data. Then here you see you can see already light. So this is it. You see, this is real time. It's happening right now. It's sending data. Now, what if I, for example, put my hand on top of the light sensor? So I'm going to put the hand on top of the light sensor, and boom, it went down, you see? Now removing the hand and it goes up again. Yeah, it's pretty astonishing. Yeah? Now we can show the data in a more beautiful way. We have dashboards, and in dashboard you can create blocks. So I'm going to create one block here. Sorry. Yeah. And what data I want to see? I want to see the light. Okay. And then which is here, light, perfect, done. And edit layout. I'm just going to move it here. Okay, cool. Here it is. And this is in real time changing. Every 2 seconds is sending one value. Okay, now I'm putting my hand on top and goes down. Let me show it to you a bit better. Here, I just put my hand on top and then boom, goes down. Let's remove it. Boom, goes up. You see, super simple. Now, we are doing kind of the half of the drawing that I made to you, right? We're sending, in this case, we're sending light to internet, and then we see that from the laptop. Can we do something cooler? Yes, I have this here. This is just it's a motor. that it's moving. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to connect this motor to the output one, and then I will connect this rotation sensor in the input one. What can we do with this? All right, first, without internet, I want to show you something. I can just move the motor with the input one. Check this out. Yeah, you see? So what I'm doing is I'm moving the motor that is connected to the servo motor that is connected to the output one with the information that is coming from the input one. Okay. Of course, you can do many more things, like you can remap the information and do more things, but I don't want to do it today. So I'm going to use this piece of information that I gave to you to do the last part of the loop. That is now we're going to send one data every 4 seconds and 4 seconds. So in total is like 30 data per minute. Okay, and I'm going to move the servo motor with this data, with data coming from internet. Now I'm going to put here workshop dot motor. Okay. So now we will be able to move the motor from internet. Now, how we do that? That we did the code right there. Just can copy it and it would work. And here in the panel, what I will do is, well, first I will create a new feed called motor inside the group workshop. Cool, I have it here. Now in dashboard, I'm going to create a new block. That's this one. I have many. This one to change the motor. Okay, and this is the motor, servo motor. And maximum is 180, minimum is 0. Good. And we have it here. Good. So, I need to code it, right? So let me click play. And then, okay, now we have to wait for the light to turn on in green. Okay, once we know that it's green, once it is green, we will know that it's connected. Okay, now it's connected, right? Good. It just takes a little bit to connect to the Wi-Fi, but done. Now, if we move, let me see, I'm gonna move this to see, yes, it's communicating. So now, if I am moving, you see, if I'm moving this slider, this motor moves in the real world, right? And this is from internet, so I could be doing this from another country. Let me change to this, and boom, it works. You see? I can make these feeds public, so anyone can see it. And I can make this panel also public, so anyone can just change it or can interact with it. And I can make it in a way that it's like a kiosk. So then you don't have, as a user, you just tinker with the sliders. I can change lights, I can change so many things with this, right? So yeah, I could be playing with this all the time. Right, so you see, we have been 30 minutes since we started doing this workshop, and I've shown you what is IoT, what and how to change lights, how to play with sensors, how to send data like light data to internet and see that from a laptop or a phone. And then I've shown you how to move, how to interact over your project through the internet from any other country, um, from the laptop or phone to the project, right? So for 30 minutes, it's pretty good, right? And what is the level of code that we have done? Is eight lines of code. We're gonna do more than that, okay? But just for now, I want you to just realize that we have gone pretty far in just 30 minutes. If you want to know where to get this hardware and how to use it, you can go to tokilabs.com/shop, and I'm using this kit that has the light, sensor, LEDs, rotation, and servo motors. But you also have other projects like weather station, or other things like a smart farm or the robot or ISS tracker, International Space Station tracker. All of these is also connected with the academy, okay? academy.tokilabs.com, that has many courses that you can follow and gives you all the information you need to do these projects. But today I just wanted to do like a one-on-one, like what we do for online mentoring, one-on-one mentoring. So by the way, if you want to get this help from us, like mentoring for your project, you can also write to us in our email, e@tokilabs.com, or just drop us some lines in our website. Okay, now we're going to go a step farther than that. We are going to connect Tokimaker, or the hardware, to an endless, basically, range of internet services. Let's say your email or Twitter or the Bitcoin value or the weather forecast or the news, RSS, Google Voice, Google Assistant, Alexa, Cortana, AI assistants, the phone location, so many things. And I'm going to show you how to do it today. And it's not harder than what we did already. Ready for that? Okay, let's go. What I want you to do is, in the IoT section, click in IFTTT. So once you click it, you will see it's also free. You can make a free account, and we've built this integration as well. IFTTT means if this, then that. Like if I have an email with this subject, then do something, send a tweet in Twitter or whatever. So we can connect our hardware to that very easily. I do have some projects already done. This is, I'm going to delete these ones because this is the one that I want to build now. Okay, so for example, if I say a sentence to the Google Voice, then I send data to Tokimaker. Or if it's raining tomorrow, then get a mobile notification. What we're going to do, we're going to create a new applet. And by the way, this also works with Zapier. Okay, yeah, and also I forgot to mention that all this data can be downloaded to an Excel sheet or a Google sheet, so then you can work with it afterwards. let's say you are a teacher or you're a student, you want to do your project of light consumption in rooms, so you want to put these sensors uh, around the building. You can capture this data after some days in Excel or Google Sheet format, and then make your own graphs offline, right? Okay, so in this case, what we're going to do is we are going to track when the International Space Station is passing over our roof. Okay, International Space Station, cool stuff. So how we're going to do it? First, if we click and here we can select any service. We're going to select something related to space, but check this out. You can select so many, so many, so many. Your entire digital identity can be found in those services. Like if there is a new song in SoundCloud, then blah blah blah. You know, whatever. Okay. So take a space, and here we have some cool stuff. But I'm going to take this one. If International Space Station passes over a specific location, okay, and then, okay, that's my own location, but I'm going to select Barcelona, because that's very close to Barcelona. Spain. Here it is. Okay, cool. Good. So whenever ISS passes over this location, then what? Then I click Adafruit. And then I send data. And you see, I already have the feeds that I created before. Now, whenever the ISS passes over Barcelona location I pinned, I'm going to send to this feed 555. I don't know, whatever number I want. Click. Good. So now, when I go to my code, all I need to do is if data from what feed was that, workshop motor, yeah, if this one is equal to 555, then I will move the motor to, I don't know, 90 degrees. And then after after this, I will wait, like, for example, 10 seconds. And then I will move this motor back to 0 degrees. So I can just change the degrees of the servo motor. And then I will, yeah, I think, yeah, what I'm going to do then now is I will publish as 0. So then it doesn't come in here, this if condition again, because I'm publishing a 0 to this box. And so then it doesn't come in again. So this is the other project. This is the other code. Of course, we will need to wait for the ISS to pass over this location to make it work. So to see it working, I think it does like around, I don't know, 12 or 15. I don't remember exactly the amount of orbits in one day. So it does it quite often. So then you will see like the servo motor, boop, goes up for 10 seconds and goes down. and then you can see like maybe you can put a finger like pointing up, like, oh, look up, right? In this case would be like this hand just pointing up and then down, right? And I can put this guy here and then, yeah, work it out. So that's it. Instead of this feed, or instead of this applet or this service, you can do any other thing. Like whenever, for example, I receive an email with send an email. I'm going to do create if and any email, send IFTTT any. So if I send an email to IFTTT, then I do whatever. I can send data to Tokimaker. So I can trigger actions on the real world, in like watering the plant, sending an email to IFTTT, for example, right? This is pretty useful. And you also have like an app, so you can have a button on your phone to start any action on your token maker. Okay, I hope this was clear. It was fun for you guys. I hope that was showing something new for you and somehow make you gave you some like motivation to start doing projects. I really hope so. If you have questions, I think it's a good time now to start making it. To ask, I will gladly answer them. So I'm going to stay here for some time. Let me check also the other channels, social media channels, to make sure, because maybe I'm getting questions from other channels. So if you have any question, now it's the moment. Thank you. So I'm having here some compliments. Thank you for telling me that this was interesting and you had a nice experience. I appreciate that. I'm getting this information from Facebook. Yes. The ones that are with us in Teams, you can also ask. So, there is one question from Claudio Gasparini, like what kind of applications can be made at school? Okay, if we're talking, for example, about IoT, there is a very interesting project called a weather station. So we have a course. Let me show it to you. So here in courses, so academy.tokilab.com, here you will find a lot of nice applications for Academy. And in the IoT, IoT here, we have a weather station that's showing you like, for example, here, you see it's starting from the very, very, very beginning. like how to connect, how to understand how to understand how to use the blocks, everything very simple, step by step, right? And here we're learning how to get data from internet, and something similar to what I did already, and how to send data and collect and so on. So what can we do? We can, if we use the light sensor, we can talk about energy efficiency. So we can detect how much light this room is having throughout the day. We can see the hours of the day we have a peak of light, and the hours of the day we have not enough light. So then we can see how much artificial light we're using, if it's proportional or not, if it's suitable or not, right? If there are some rooms that get less natural light, if there are rooms that have more natural light, you can go a bit beyond that. And then you can connect a movement sensor, so, and a light sensor. If after some time you don't see anyone passing throughout the hall, for example, but the light is detecting light because of the artificial lights in the hall, then you can set an alarm, and then you can raise up the flag, like, hey, we're using artificial light when nobody is there. For example, you can put a temperature sensor or any other sensor to also get other data from the environment. We have some schools that are already using this. And if you're listening from the US, we have DigiKey as official distributor. This is so they can fulfill throughout the whole US very rapidly, and they also have a strong connection to schools. They can give you courses, and they can also help you throughout that. We have Camilo Palacio. He's asking for the next one. Well, whenever you guys want, I'm actually having good time. We will do another very soon. Hopefully, we can do 2 times a month. Also, it is important to mention that we have one-on-one mentoring lessons. So if you're interested on getting some support to do your own project, contact us. Let me put here my email, so then you can contact us directly. Yes, here it is. You can contact us, and then we'll help you out to make your project go to the next level, right? Right. So if you have more questions, happy to hear them. Of course, if you want to know where to get this hardware, you can go to tokilabs.com/shop, and you can, for example, get the if you like 3D printed robots, you can get the AutoKey robot. That's a very interesting course, very complete, also including augmented reality. If you don't know where to start, maybe the starter kit is a good example. If you want to, if you like robotics, TokiBot, it's the good start, and it comes also with a motor shield to make to control 8 servo motors, 4 DC motors, and do like more complex robotics. And of course, like smart farming has also a very interesting course. And IoT wise, I think starter kit, weather station project, and international space station project are the good the more suitable ones for this workshop. And by the way, you have a discount that you can see down below here. It's IoT Workshop 10. It's going to be valid for 1 month. So I think you can think about it, and if you like it, go for it. Again, if you are buying from US, we are partnered with DigiKey. If you're not there, you can also get it from our website, and then we'll ship it directly to your home. All right, guys. So it was a pleasure. Keep making and learning and sharing. Check out our community.tokilabs.com. If you have a project to share, we will be there to help you out. So that's all. Until the next one, happy making. Bye bye.